Germany. I want to thank you guys, and now we're going to be sending it up to the front for us to start our run of Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep.
All right, hey guys, how are you guys doing? This is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2. Behind me on the couch is TenFive6 and MooingLemur. They'll be providing commentary, and I'm ViolinGamer. And we can start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so this is Kingdom Hearts 0.2 any% on critical mode. Critical mode is a lot more difficult than the other 3 modes because you do not get any HP, MP, or focus orbs whenever you defeat enemies or break objects. You also take a lot more damage.
Yeah, it's very different from like Kingdom Hearts 2 critical mode, where the only difference is you have less HP and you get more damage dealt. Here you don't. You get less MP as well as less HP. So you have to be very conservative with your magic and use it wisely. Here I'm skipping a tutorial, which is a nice thing that the game lets you do. You're going to be seeing me cartwheel everywhere, and that's because cartwheeling is the fastest form of movement. Cool little skip right there. So this fight is Shadows 1. I'm going to start by backing up to the wall here so the shadows can gather around me. And I'm going to bait them to attack me so I can do a counter attack. And that was pretty good. And I'll attack this. Okay, okay. That was pretty good. And just doing some cleanup. So that was a pretty good fight. So the next section here, there's normally a tutorial here, but since we skipped it, we don't have to go over it. That was an auto platforming section, and we want to skip as much of it as possible because automatic platforming is very slow and not fun to control. So backing up here into the wall again and moving back so they can huddle around me, that's fine. Hopefully one attacks. Okay, let me try this again. All right. Now I'm going to do some cleanup like last time. Alright, and that was pretty decent. There's a funny little glitch that can happen here where the camera is completely turned around. I don't know why it happens. But this would be a good time for a couple donations, I think.
Absolutely. We've already got some people hyped for some of those prizes we just showed off. I got a $20 donation here from Azul169 just saying, I love those perlers. And I would agree. Some awesome looking perlers over there shown off by Cent in between runs. We got another $20 donation here from Unexpected Guest. I get it. Like unexpected. Yeah, whatever. Shoutouts from a U.S. Navy sailor in Germany. Thank you very much.
So there's a cool little thing you can do in this game, which is cast Blizzard, and you can ride your Blizzard trail. Pretty cool mechanic. That's never been in a past Kingdom Hearts game. You'll be seeing that in Kingdom Hearts 3. This whole game is practically a tech demo for KH3, so it'll be very similar. Here I'm using fire to activate an ability called Combo Master, which lets me do a full combo without actually hitting anything. And on critical mode, Combo Master works a bit differently to other difficulties because the only way to activate Combo Master is if your first attack actually hits something, or if you activate magic like I did. In the other difficulties, it doesn't matter what you do, Combo Master is always activated. And there I unlocked Double Flight, which is a double jump ability. This is a pretty interesting line. And I wonder what's down here. So there's another gear down here. There are 4 gears in total, and each gear unlocks a new ability. This section basically acts as a tutorial, even though we skipped the previous tutorial. But you know, it wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts without 30 minutes of tutorials, so unfortunately I cannot skip these cutscenes, but here the game teaches you how you can get magic finishers, and basically how that works is if you do a certain amount of damage with magic spells, you can build up to a magic finisher, which is a more powerful version of your base magic. You can also build up a command style, which is basically a drive form from Kingdom Hearts 2, where you do extra hits and more damage. So it's pretty nice. Sometimes the magic finishers are random, and there are times where we would want 3 magic finishers, but sometimes the game decides to give us 1 or 2. There I unlocked Air Slide, which you can chain with double flight in this game, so it makes movement a lot quicker. And this is the final gear. You want to be more to the right of that gear so you can do a ground combo. Unfortunately, I wasn't close enough. But I'm glad that section is over because that really grinds my gears, if you know what I mean. So, Alright, so coming up is the first boss, which is Demon Tide.
So when we enter into this fight, you'll see Violin. He's going to be doing some magic combos to get those magic finishers he was talking about. And then we would like to see 2 of them happen here.
Yeah, usually you get 2, but sometimes you can get only 1.
Yep. And then after that, we are going to go into the Spellweaver command. So let's see here. Demon Tower is being aggroed right now, so...
Unfortunately, I only got 1 finisher, so I'm going to have to do a lot more damage with Spellweaver once I get it. Also, this boss has a mechanic where if it glows red, it's basically signaling that it's about to attack. So we want to stay clear from all attacks, because the attacks can 2-shot you on critical mode. Like this one. Okay, now I have magic again. Okay. Got a little lucky with that finisher there, because I only used 1 fire. But that was pretty good RNG, pretty good fire. And this would be another good time for a couple of donations.
Yeah, again, I want to go ahead and plug for you guys a couple of those upcoming incentives we have right now. Just really wanting to push hard for them. We've got the TaskBot Super Mario 64 1 key. Right now, we're just under $3,000, and we need to get that to $7,500 total to add that to the TaskBot segment tomorrow. And also the Super Mario Bros. 3 co-op. We currently only have $1,262 out of a needed $20,000 to get there. So you guys definitely want to add both of those runs to the marathon for the final day of GDQx.
Okay, so this area is called the World Within. It's basically a puzzle section that you have to go through. This first mirror, there are 3 mirrors in total. The first mirror section is what I like to call the mines of convenience, because there are things placed very, very conveniently for us to skip all of these puzzles. Like this rock that we can just run on, and these barrels that you can just attack to get up here. This pillar that's very conveniently placed for us to just make our way over here. There's a mirror over here that we actually do activate because, oh.
Every time.
There's a 7-second cutscene that can happen here if you match up the 2 platforms perfectly. Usually you don't want to do that during a run, but I'm just the boss at doing stuff, I guess. Another conveniently placed pillar here, so I can make it over to this conveniently placed Megalixir chest. Pretty convenient. So I'm going to use Combo Master here. This is very, very tricky, so I have to mash really hard to air slide. Okay, and I made it across. That was really, really difficult. And this is the first Phantom Aqua fight. Aqua basically faces a reflection of herself. So I have to listen for a sound cue here. Okay, that was the best pattern I could get. And here she's going to retaliate, so I have to guard her and then jump out of my guard rather than doing a counterblast. Because if you do a counterblast there, Phantom Aqua will retaliate. Or she will actually teleport away and then try to hit you. So that's the way of the game teaching you that you can cancel your guard. You can also cancel your guard by dodging, by cartwheeling. So this puzzle right here has you go up 3 flights of stairs, and there will be a mirror at the top of the stairs after you're third time. Honestly, I wish I could cartwheel upstairs like Aqua can. It would make life a lot more fun and interesting. So now there's a mirror at the top of the stairs, but get baited, it's actually behind you. Alright, so this fight is exactly like the last one, except there are only 2 patterns she can do here. I don't need to listen for a sound cue. Or maybe I do. Okay. When she laughs, that means she's about to summon icicles, which if you don't stop her... Whoop. Alright, that's why you don't counterblast. But yeah, if she summons her icicles, it wastes at least 10 seconds, so you want to avoid it as much as possible. Alright, so coming up is another puzzle, but it's a bit boring. So we can read some donations here.
Yeah, we got a $9 donation from Glasses Guy, who's donating $1 per death for Rive. Great run, OmniGamer. Got another $9 donation here from Qwerty JMH. Qwerty here again, sitting on the couch and said I donate $1 as well as the rest of the couch for every death for the Rive run. Very well done to OmniGamer for the fantastic run. Got a $50 donation here from Dr. D. First time donating, but always enjoyed watching. Gives me something to watch on the night shift. Don't forget to kill the animals.
So unfortunately, I activated Spellweaver way too early. I'm actually supposed to activate it here. So I'm going to have to do a sneaky backup strat here. Spellweaver lets you 1 cycle Aqua, but since we don't have it, it'll be a 2 cycle, but that's fine. Just getting really bad luck here. Hopefully this will do some damage to her. Okay, I was using that fire to stop her from teleporting away. And that was surprisingly a lot better than I thought with what I had to deal with. So the 1 cycle strat is really, really cool there. But here, this is just a transition to the next section. So you have time for at least 5 donations, I believe.
And 5 donations you will have. We have a $15 anonymous donation. I got to win one of those Pokemon Pearlers. We'll get you into the drawing for them. We've got another $15 donation from Andrew225. Thanks to my coworker, I never miss an opportunity to tune into this great event. Thanks to all the staff and runners for always putting up a great show for great causes. We've got a $25 donation here from Ragnar. Well done, late night crew. Thanks to all of you fighting the good fight for these charities. Appreciate that. Yeah, that includes the B couch, by the way. Woo! Got a $15 donation here from Uni39. I'm so glad I stayed up because it's my first time catching GDQ Express. Good luck, everyone. Probably a lot of people's first time catching GDQ Express in our inaugural event here at TwitchCon 2018. And to get that 5th donation, we got $20 from Hustleberry. Love to have GDQ on at the site, and every time hope to see a new game that I maybe then want to play too. Donation goes to Commentator's Choice.
Alright, so this is Dark Side 1. I did a really specific combo there to try to get 2 magic finishers. Hopefully you get it. Yes, okay. So now, after using my magic finisher, I'm using a Shot Lock there, which uses your focus bar. And after this magic finisher, his head will be exposed, which will let me do a max charge Shot Lock. It's important to time these with excellence to... Oh, that's a good, not an excellent. To maximize damage. And I'm going to use the rest of my focus for immunity frames. And it should take about 1 or 2 hits to kill him. Aqua, please stop missing. Alright. Aqua does that a lot, but that was a pretty good fight. Alright, so now we're about to reach a very simple auto scroll section, so maybe throw in another donation here.
Yeah, we got a $50 donation from Library Nerd. Here's roughly 1 cent for every fire spell, is the older donation we had for Diablo. Fire spell I've dropped on Uber Diablo. Shoutouts to patch 1.1 and to my brother Jonas the Hammerden. Thank you for your $50 donation earlier in the night.
Alright, so coming up is a forced Heartless fight with some water-based Heartless and some Neo Shadows, and they are both very aggressive, so our goal here is to get 3 magic finishers, which is, it doesn't happen very often, so I would like it to happen here. Okay, 2, I can work with 2. Let's just see what happens. I don't want to get hit by a Neo Shadow because they can push you around and be very mean. Oh, there are 3 of them. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I blocked that. Wow, that was good. Yeah, you can easily get sniped because of how the camera works. You can't see much behind you, so you constantly have to be moving around. It's important to note here that these mini boss dark side enemies here that are shooting orbs actually shoot their orbs a lot faster on critical mode, so it's a lot harder to dodge these orbs. Hopefully I can do that here. Okay, and I did it successfully. And this section right here, you have to use Thunder to clear out some thorns. If you touch the thorns, they take almost half of your health. So it's very important not to get hit by it. And this platforming section is a bit janky. You can like get stuck on corners and it's really bad. But KH3 will definitely be more polished. This is Dark Side 2, but first you have to dodge these randomly falling spike balls. And these spike balls two-shot you, so if you hit one of them, you have to heal yourself. So, okay, I dodged all of them. And I should be able to kill this Dark Side by exclusively using shot locks if everything goes well. Fun fact, you can do more damage with shot locks on PS4 Pro than you can with regular PS4 because of the higher frame rate, and you can output more points of your focus bar. This strat is possible on regular PS4, but you have to use a bit of magic in order to finish him off. I might have to do that here. Okay, that was a pretty good fight. Pretty simple strat. Oh, and I got the save point glitch. Sometimes there's supposed to be a save point there, but it didn't show up because the game thought I was still in battle. So I'll have to fill my focus at the next save point, which loses about 2 seconds. There's a crash that can happen in this load screen, but thankfully it didn't happen. Okay. This is Demon Tower 2. It's the same idea as Demon Tower 1. I'm trying to get magic finishers and Spellweaver after this. The only difference is that you have Mickey here to ruin everything for you, which is awesome. Wow, I got 3 finishers, which is great. Again, moving away from the attacks because they can two-shot you. So eventually, okay, now I'm going to work towards my Spellweaver, and eventually Mickey will give you a different command style called Wayfinder, where you team up with him, and it does a lot more damage, and you teleport away every time you attack. Okay, I guess we're going into Wayfinder. But when you attack during Wayfinder, you teleport, so it's really hard for Demon Tower to hit you. And that finisher does almost a full bar of damage, so it's really, really good. We'll be seeing Wayfinder again during the final boss. Alright, this should be good if he doesn't retaliate, if he doesn't start attacking. That was pretty decent, really good RNG, actually. It's really, really important to dodge those attacks. And while I head over to the final boss, we can read some more donations.
Yeah, once again, just want to remind you guys of a couple of the upcoming runs. Right after this, we'll have the pleasure of seeing Spyro the Dragon done 120% by Chris LBC, one of the best players in the world. We'll then, after that, have a Earthbound run by Ultimois with photo percent. I don't actually know what that is. I haven't played Earthbound, but I'm sure that's really cool. And then after that, we're actually going to have a co-op Super Metroid / A Link to the Past combo randomizer between Andy and Oats and Goats, a couple of ALG members. Watch a randomizer of that, all the items mixed up between both games as they cooperatively play through it. That should be an absolute treat for everyone. So make sure you stick around throughout the rest of GDQ Express.
All right, so I grabbed an elixir chest there. We actually don't grab that chest normally, but it is safer to grab the elixir chest rather than the mega ether chest that we get. So here I'm going to start off by doing a specific combo in order to build up my magic finishers more quickly. You'll see me using thunder to break some crates underneath the boss right here. Okay, so the crates broke, and I should be able to get some magic finishers here. Alright, got 2. 2 is pretty good. And now my goal here is to get Spellweaver so I can land some hits, a lot of hits onto the boss. And the way this boss works is if you do enough hits, his core will become exposed, which will let Mickey give you Wayfinder and allow you to do more damage. I might not get Spellweaver here if the boss is too aggressive or decides to fly around too much out of my reach. The Demon Tide can actually go outside of the battle arena, out of reach. Unfortunately, he's being really aggressive, so I lost my meter there. Okay, so this is his dash attack. All you have to do is guard and just make sure you're guarding. This can do a lot of damage though if you don't guard. And I have to run away from this attack. He's about to bury himself underground. When he does that, you have to be at the very edge of the map. If you're in the middle, he'll topple on top of you, and that is a one-shot, so it's very important to not get hit by that. And Mickey is being nice and giving us Wayfinder already, so that's good. I'm going to maximize my damage before I activate Wayfinder, though. So my goal is to get down 4 bars of health, if possible. Wow, okay. Alright, I should still be fine here because I have the elixir. Basically what I'm going to do here is use focus and use magic finishers to bring him down to low health. And Wayfinder is a bit different here as it prevents the boss from moving, which is really, really nice. I'm a little bit under damaged here, so hopefully it goes well. And getting 2 magic finishers here is always consistent, so you don't have to worry about getting 1. Okay, so he'll go into second phase, and if I have enough focus, I should be able to finish him off, but I'm not too positive. And time will be when I kill a boss and the screen flashes. Wow, Mickey's doing a lot of damage and time. I got really lucky there with Mickey doing damage. That usually doesn't happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, this game is about how Mickey Mouse loses his shirt. So, not even kidding. I wish I was joking. So here's a cutscene of Mickey losing his shirt. But while I show that off, I'd like to thank the people on my couch, TenFive and MooingLemur for helping with commentary. I'd like to shout out the Kingdom Hearts community for all their support, and anyone watching, my friends and family. And on behalf of the Kingdom Hearts community, I'd like to thank GDQ and Twitch for allowing us, giving us the opportunity to showcase this game. Thank you so much.
Aqua, go without me.
So this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This takes place before Kingdom Hearts 1, or before the ending. And that's the story of Mickey losing his shirt. It's a pretty sad ending. But yeah, we'll hand it over to Spike as we prepare for Spyro the Dragon. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to ViolinGamer for bringing us that run of Kingdom Hearts 0.2. Gonna read a couple quick donations.